So before we actually go into downtime, going to do the payoff and heat and entanglements. So to get started, I did the payoff. They received 3 reputation because they went up against a tier 3 gang, which is the Hive. They took over their territory, so they got some turf, but they didn't really get very much money out of this. So they were taking over a small coffee shop, which is mechanically turf in this case. They're basically extending how much covered zone is under the direct influence of the Shroud of Dionia as opposed to some other gang. And that includes a small coffee shop and like the surrounding residential buildings and stuff. And all thanks to their good friend Gold Eyes. But I feel like this didn't pay very much money, like maybe 2 coin. Because that would be like what you could pilfer from the coffee shop, or that you would get in like, hi, this from your new Protect Ease or whatever.
Got a lot quieter, Kelsey.
On. Let me fix my mic real quick.
I think it's fine.
Is it better now?
It's better now.
I literally did nothing. Okay. Weird. So basically, yeah, 2 coins. You can only hold 1 on the gang, so where does the other coin go, or do you give both of them away to characters here?
I think we should give Golai the coin as a payment for, losing a finger or so.
Well, that would be nice.
Are you asking Farouk to be nice? Because I don't know how Farouk feels about that.
If Farouk said it should be put to another cause, then obviously Farouk is right, because...
Leah is not very on board of giving away her money, her earned money.
Yeah, I feel like even if we're nice to Gold Eyes now, he's still gonna be bitter. So we just have to maintain control. I could be wrong. I mean, I'd be willing to part with a coin towards Gold Eyes if it really seemed like that was going to make a difference. Can we like feel him out?
Yeah, can we ask if it's going to be a gamble, or or straight out helpful, or not?
Problem is if you ask him about it and then decide to not give him the coin for whatever reason, that's going to change his attitude too.
Sure. Well, by feeling him out, I'm sort of thinking that we we're being, or attempting to be subtle about it, like asking whether he needs food, or his clothes are about to come off from like rot off, that sort of thing.
On the other hand, we can just get new furniture for the base and say that, well, you're our guest, so we have to get new stuff and just upgrade our base with the coin, and tell him that it's because of him, so he feels special.
Leah just went base upgrade.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine either way.
So, so basically, you're trying to dance around the subject. Feel him out. Okay.
Yes. But it's not as dirty as it sounds.
I'm disappointed.
Oh.
Well, not as dirty as it sounds, but
It's not as dirty. It's still dirty, just not that
Yeah.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would give you a clock to get him as like a permanent contact or friend. And give you basically it would give you a free downtime action to roll on that clock. Basically, you'd be paying it, but fictionally you'd be paying.
Okay.
sounds fair.
So yeah, how about one of those coins to coffers, and then the other one
Okay.
pay him off.
Gotcha.
Is that works for everybody?
Leah's
Totally.
disappointed now. No nice new couch. We
Well,
must feel really bad with the current state of our place.
yeah,
Bad.
that's why
Okay.
I might.
You should indulge in your vice and spend some of our coin to get something
That's
nice
totally fair.
for the place.
All right. So this was surprisingly smooth and quiet, low exposure. Most of it took place outside of the city, and you specifically manipulated it in such a way that the heat would not fall on you, it would fall on Goldeyes. So I'm going to say 1 heat from that.
They
it's
hate
just
him
a
anyway.
hope. What was that?
They hate him anyway.
Right, yeah. So was this a high-profile or well-connected target? Not really. I mean, the hive is kind of well connected. They heat him anyway.
Oh.
Thank you for that. So the hive themselves are probably fairly well connected, but this was not like a key piece of turf. So I'm going to say that would not apply. Did the situation happen on hostile turf? Yes. Even though most of it took place in the Deadlands, that's also hostile turf, just very differently hostile. You're not at war, and the only things you killed were not human. So, that is going to be 2 heat for that. So that's pretty low, but you already had a couple heats. I'm going to bring you guys up to 4 heat. And somebody roll me a d6 for entanglements.
Bibs.
Okay.
I know. 5 on 2 heat.
Okay, on entanglements, that gives us, for 4 heat, questioning. Because you guys already had 2 heat from before.
Okay.
Yep.
Blue coats grab an NPC member of your crew or one of the crew's contacts to question about your crimes. Make a fortune roll to find out how well they resist spilling some of the information they shouldn't, or pay the blue coats off with 2 coin. Who do you think they pick up, guys?
Well, they lastly saw us with Lizette, I think, or might have seen us, or her butler might have spilled the beans.
I think her
I
butler.
imagine it's the butler.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Lizette. She's noble, They wouldn't go straight away after her, but butler for sure.
Okay, so Lizette's butler is getting picked up? Or Lizette is getting picked up because she was betrayed by her butler? Because those are different things.
Butler is getting picked up.
Okay. Sorry, hold on a second.
Bless you.
Sorry.
I mean, it was a cough rather than a sneeze, but
was a cough, but yeah, I feel like I've got something caught in my throat. It's frustrating.
Ooh.
So,
Do we want to pay 2 coin, or do we want to chance
yeah,
it?
do you wanna pay 2 coin or you wanna chance it?
What are the possible consequences?
Or
Or do we not know?
Basically, they would tell the Bluecoats something that you don't want the Bluecoats to know.
I mean, the blue coats are much stronger than us now, so we might want to pay them.
Sure.
Because if
I'd
we
be
have
fine with
problems,
paying them.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm saying that out of character, definitely.
Okay. How and it's just like a straight fortune roll with 1 to 3 being awful, 4 to 5 being
Yeah.
What would 4 to
Not
5
so
be?
awful.
So the way a fortune roll usually is determined is 1 to 3 bad outcome, poor effect. 4 to 5 is a mixed outcome. So maybe the Bluecoats would get some information, but it would be information that you don't mind them having, or information that is wrong. Something like that. And then a good outcome would be that they get nothing.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards chancing it, but if you guys feel strongly about not taking the risk, then I'm cool with that too.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
But you roll the dice,
Roll it.
and it's gonna
Yeah.
be on you.
Okay, fair enough. Just a moment.
Leah supports this decision.
I bet she does.
No one is getting our coin.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
you're
it's
gonna
just
chance it.
yeah.
So
This
this is
is
Lizette's butler. I don't feel like he's very loyal to you guys. Like, he's very loyal to Lizette, so he's not going to sell Lizette out.
sure.
Which means that he's more likely to sell you out. So,
Of course.
I think we're gonna go with just 1 die here. He's, cause like he's loyal, but not to you.
Okay.
So, I think it balances to 1 die.
The notes are
Brooke, give us something good.
here we go. Okay, it's mixed. Just barely.
Yeah, mixed outcome. I'm gonna write that down, and it's gonna come back and bite you later. Mostly so I don't have to decide it right now.
Sounds good.
So the upshot of this is he totally tries to sell us out, but the information isn't exactly right.
You don't know. It could be that, or it could be that he tries to not sell you out and tells them something that
Makes
is
them suspicious.
true about you as a group, but not something that they can use currently. Something like that, you know?
Okay.
Probably something to do with the hive, since that's what we went to Lizette for.
Right. And maybe that they try to sell out the hive, but accidentally sell you out instead, because they tell them about the specific location that you guys took over because he didn't realize that that was what you guys were doing. Those are just some possibilities. I'll figure out the details later.
But yeah, something's happening in the background. The clock is quietly getting advanced. But everything's fine. Fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that was entanglements. We are actually on to legitimate downtime now. Who would like to do what?
I mean, I'm gonna run around and annoy Farouk, being like, Farouk, what do I do now? What do I do now?
Oh, are you indulging in that vice again? What?
What do I roll again to indulge in my vice? It's fortune, right? Vice.
I
For
think you
indulging
roll
in your
your
vice?
lowest stat.
Yeah. So you would do it under fortune, and it would be whatever your lowest word not action. So there's action, and then the resistances have a word for them that's not resistance. And sorry, anybody who was trying to learn the rules here, you're screwed.
Wow.
Oh. Oh, you nice.
So
Get 2 dice.
So, I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing that. Farouk.
Okay. Yeah. So you lose 2 your vice. Go ahead and roll it again.
Yeah, seems like I couldn't really find him, but searching for him already helped me.
Yeah, it looks like it's weird. I just checked the stream.
Oh, I overindulged.
Oh no!
Bam.
Oh no!
Exciting. I just noticed that although me, Hasa, and Demi can all see each other, we can't see you.
Yeah.
And on the stream,
I see.
you can't see any of us.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna refresh
Yeah.
and see what happens.
So as I was saying, yeah, you get to overindulge. This is your choice as to what happens when you overindulge. Your choices are attract trouble, select and roll an additional entanglement. Talk big, brag about your exploits, and increase the entire crew's heat by 2. Lost, play a different character until this one returns from their bender. Just Lon goes and does something for a while, he disappears, we'll pull in a new character to be part of the gang, and you play that character for a session or 2, and then Lon comes back, and you can play Lon again. Or the final one is tapped. Your current purveyor of vice cuts you off. You have to find a new source of vice. Like, if Farouk is just like, quit following me around! It's up to you which one you want to do, though.
I think it's a bit of a combination of the last. So, game technically, it would be that he's lost. But he's lost because Farouk was so sick of him being like, Farouk! That he sent him on like a mission like far away for, a couple of days.
Okay.
What an asshole I am. Oh well.
So in that case, do you want me to drop you a new character sheet that you can play a different character on this next mission?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, like, I don't know, the thing is, like, I imagine that's a new character with new stats, because I thought it would just be a cutter again. Although I might go for something else. Yeah, sure. Give me a new sheet.
You can just be another cutter, but you would have different stats.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a new sheet. So there's this thing that I've been thinking about, which would be introducing Lan's sister into the story.
Ooh. Okay.
Lan has a younger sister, and his parents are like, "Come on, Lan," or like told the sister like, "Go get him, bring him back home." So she's here and she's looking for Lan, and unfortunately, Lan's been away for a couple of days and she has nothing to do, so she might as well, tag along and earn a few coins. She'll require a nice cut of whatever you guys do, but she can lend
but
her
she's not
strength.
going to get any.
right.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and whip that out. Well, let's see. Farouk, what's up?
Well, you see, I think that there's so many directions I kind of want to go. But I think I should take some time to rest a bit since I'm both pregnant and susceptible to influence still.
Yes, you do get 1 click on your being pregnant clock. That happens automatically as it's downtime.
Okay. I'll mark that. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just take some time to rest. So that's a fortune roll on the recovery clock for susceptible to influence.
So you've already started that clock. You did not take any damage in the meantime. So yeah, it is basically. Tell me how you are resting. Like, are you getting assistance? Do you go somewhere fancy? Like, are you just laying around on the stone benches inside of the cathedral? Do you have a home that you go to? Like, tell me a little bit of how you're resting, and that then you'll do a fortune roll based off of a skill or an action, or just based off of the situation.
Okay.
So.
I think that sort of takes the form of laying around in the birthing chamber, sending Lan off to get various incenses, and talking with various entities, but with the incense is strong enough that I some of it may be talking to entities, some of it may be hallucinating. It's just Farouk's way of kicking back. He's not like trying to dig out any secrets. He's just talking to his dangerous and unwholesome spiritual friends.
Okay, that sounds like Farouk. Are you vying for an extra die based on doing a downtime activity with your friends? Like, because I'm feeling that kind of.
I could be. I mean, I wasn't. That wasn't my thought process at the time, but I was just, sort of, making it consort because that's totally what Farouk does to relax and indulge in vice.
Yeah, because the relaxing and the indulging in vice are going to be two separate actions, of course. And they could be the same action, but they're still also a different action. They're still also separate actions, both. So yeah, go ahead and roll a fortune on drop this down to, I don't even know. Heat, tier, engagement, gather intro, attribute, quality, magnitude, blast luck. I think it would be attribute here. Just go ahead and roll 3 dice for that.
And I don't actually see the result. Woohoo! Okay. Well, I'm glad of that extra die, because it would have gone poorly otherwise.
Yeah, well, I think they line up in, like, order and not necessarily from lowest to highest. It's not necessarily, because I mean, if you look at all of them, you'll see that's how they're lined up.
To the highest.
So I think that is the way it's set up. So anyway, chilling.
So that's
still three clicks on your 3 clicks on your recovery clock.
Okay, so I am still susceptible. But
how does it work with out points again for your skills. Get 2 based on your, like 1 based on your background and 1 based on your heritage, right?
What was that?
How does it work with skills again? You
Oh,
get
oh.
1 based on your background and 1 based on your heritage, right?
And then, and then 2 more.
Is that really only 4 total?
Plus the 3 that you get for your playbook.
Yeah.
So total of 7.
Okay.
And the other downtime thing I'm doing is slicing, which is, sort of doing the same thing, but, once I'm feeling a little bit more relaxed, then I'm probably, being a little bit more engaged in these conversations and actually, asking about things I'm interested in rather than doing free association with entities. So that's another fortune roll.
Yes. So this one is Vice, and it's based off of the lowest of your stats, Insight, Prowess, or Resolve. So you'd be rolling 1 die here.
Wait. What is input value? Is that just notes?
Yeah,
so.
I think that's the note.
Okay.
Like what you're rolling. So you'd say for Vice or whatever.
One? Okay, well.
Oh.
Better a 1 than a 6, actually.
Yeah. I mean, don't you want to also overindulge?
Maybe later. Okay. And I don't think I'm gonna spend for more actions or anything. So,
Okay.
that's me.
Leah, what are you doing?
Well, first of all, after this trip to the outer world, Leah wants to see some not the usual finery and rich people pleasures, but something even beyond that. So something even maybe forbidden or looked like be it illegal or whatever, but the finest
Just a
there
bit
is
illegal,
even.
not
Yeah,
not
just
illegal,
just
a
for
little
that
touch.
extra taste, yeah. So she's going to go out and in seek for that.
Okay.
I'm going to go and roll on a dice. A die. Wait, I rolled it twice. Yeah, I just rolled the stat and it said.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
So wait, are you resisting? Wait.
No.
Was this for
I
your...
just wanted to click the stat that I only have one skill in. I had to roll the fortune. I had to click the fortune roll. Do you know what I did?
Yeah. So
So
you
yeah, I just rolled
you
insight
clicked...
instead
Okay.
of because I only had 1 die there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this was for
stress.
for your stress. Okay.
Clearing.
So it's still gonna be 3 either way.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
clear 3 stress. So because we're just gonna take the first one. Unless did you also do it a second time? Or
No,
did you
no.
roll
I
twice
just
by
clicked it
mistake?
twice on
Okay.
accidentally.
I thought it was a mistake, but then I got confused. Okay, that was your first action. What's your second action?
I would like to try and start a long-term project again with this friend of mine, Basubaz, and my goal would be to make his group of people not just be our friends, but basically work for us. And
Thank you.
to and to not just call them and say when basically I want to take them under our wing so they can be part of our organization, even if not directly, but I want them to work for us and give us part of the earnings they have. And yeah,
Okay, so you're starting a long-term blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I can't speak.
Project clock.
Yes.
Project clock. Let me just keep saying it. Long-term project clock. Did it.
A thing clock with the stuff.
Thing with the stuff. So write that down in your in the notes section.
Mhm.
Long-term project clock. Think well, write down a description of what it is instead of just long-term project clock. Like for Farouk, we've got like demon pregnancy, and for Lon, we have what's that thing's name?
Something with eyes.
Yeah, is Ixis. Ixis possession clock. So you want to be descriptive. Yeah, I think this is going to be an 8-part clock. If you're trying to completely take over the Lampblacks, that's not going to work. But to like take just like one of their gangs and be like, "Hey guys," or like one of their like trying to do a claim, like one of their things, like a vice den or whatever, then it would be like an 8 clock. But if you're trying to, there's no way you could take over the entirety of the Lampblacks with one clock.
Yeah.
It would be like a chain of clocks which you could work with. But like, what exact group is this? Like the guys that you'd had, that you tried to turn over to your side in that one confrontation before, or is this a different group of people that you're trying to turn aside?
Well, they can be the same people. I don't
Yeah,
want
I'm
to do
just
it
trying to
behind
figure it out.
I don't want to do it behind the leader's back. I want to do it with their leader's cooperation, so to speak.
Okay. So you're basically trying to talk Bazo into like giving some of his people to you.
Not
just
not
trying
giving
to-
them, but yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly what we're trying to do, so I can make sure that I'm giving, so I can make sure that you're gonna get what you expect when we're done, and also I can give you a better idea of what the clock is gonna be like.
So but what I'm trying is to go to Bazo and say, hey, look, get a group of 5 of your guys, for example, that are their one of their main jobs is going to be first protecting us, and uh, coming whenever we need help, coming to our aid. And 2, if we can work something out that what I'm trying to get as a second thing is coin, basically, and I'm not really sure how to ask for it from this guy.
Sorry.
It's kind of funny. Like, it totally makes sense for I think for Leah to be trying to get coin from them. I know that Farouk in the same position would not care about the money or even the help. He just wants them to have faith in Diania. But
I mean, I don't think you can force. I mean, you can like that. I mean, you could go and be proselytizing for Diania. That's definitely a thing that you could be doing. Like, being like, step 1 is, hey, Bazo, is it cool if I proselytize to your people? And since you're friends again, he'll be like, sure. And then step 2 is to be like, Diania is so great, blah, blah, blah. But then at the end of, like, the clock, those people would come to your organization willingly, having been swayed by their faith in Diania.
Fair enough.
Does that make
that's a
sense?
very much better way of putting it than my blabbering about.
well,
random
but
stuff.
I mean that isn't necessarily how Leah would approach it. I mean, maybe she doesn't necessarily care about their faith; she cares about their money.
Well, yeah, but if them agreeing to worship Diania is going to get her what she wants, she doesn't care how she gets there.
Okay, yeah. So if that's your plan, um let's see it. Um
um
So I think that's a sway to kind of like proselytize, and well, also to get Basel on your side. So yeah, I think an 8 clock is appropriate for this. And so yeah, roll a fortune, attribute, and then 3 dice. Even 4.
What do I need to write down for Mark Playbook XP whenever I'm playing a hound? For the hound, what is the Mark
so
Playbook XP whenever?
It's on the hound character sheet in that same place. It's the same place where you would see it.
Okay, when you with violence or tracking.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And did you remember to give yourself 2 hunt and 1 survey for free for being a hound?
Yes.
Cool.
And I have the same background as Lan, but I put my 2 points into prowl.
Totally fine.
I imagine that would work for an Eruvian assassin.
Worship the one goddess, the one and only goddess, now. Alright, so 5 gives you 2 clicks on the clock.
Cool.
And you're playing a hound, so does that mean Farouk is not the only one who loves our new dog Fluffy?
I guess so. And I can't go above 2 in skills, right?
You can go up to 3.
I can go.
Or no, you can only go up to 2 because you're creating a new character. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm done.
Cool. Good. Brilliant. Um. So, that was both of Leah's downtime actions.
Yes.
You've got Trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, Trouble
He's
showing up at your
nicknamed Trouble.
doorstep. Got Leah. So we got Trouble showing up on your doorstep. What happens when where is Farouk and Leah when Yin wanders into the cathedral, the bridge, looking for Lan, who is missing?
What time is it?
Re-
What time of the day?
Time of the day you want it to be. I mean, there's no sun really to speak of, so it's
Good point.
dusk because it's perpetually dusk. I mean, it goes between like dusk and night, and dusk and night. That's with slightly brighter periods of dusk at dawn and dusk.
Well,
I mean,
around dusk.
I imagine it would be early dusk.
So I think that that Farouk is taking a break from taking a break, and is maybe Yin walks in as he is giving a sermon to whoever is assembled at the chapel. It may be to an empty, or seemingly empty room, but not actually entirely empty.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Well, if the room is seemingly empty, like you'll see a girl. You can clearly see the likeness with Lan. You know, she's got long dark hair. She's got the same amber skin color. But what's most striking is the look on her face. Well, it's different. It's the same practiced neutralness. It looks a little more bored than Lan's does. So she walks in, and she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't give a shit about your sermon. She walks up to you and she says, "Hey."
So hold on. You walk in and you don't give a shit about this sermon. A small girl scrapes and literally skips a circle around you and says in a sing-song voice, and you can see her rows of shark teeth, says, "Well, who are you?"
Ooh, okay.
And Farouk is
Do
all,
I
"Welcome
know
to the
you?
shroud." Can I see the small girl
Oh
too?
yeah.
Okay.
Do I have any inkling that might tell me that she's Dainia?
Yeah.
Or would I, not have a clue how
You
important
tell
this
me.
is?
Like, did you know what your brother was into? Have you?
I mean, I imagine I would have done my homework, but I probably would have put it away as religious nuts.
Okay.
It's not our religion, the religion that we practice. So
Not the right
it must
religion.
it must not, hold that much weight, I guess.
I think there's something about her that you can tell is off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. I think you have no real reason to suspect that this is a deity incarnate here. But she looks to be, what did we say before? Like right at the cusp of puberty at like 14, and eerily beautiful, but
Okay.
also creepy.
I imagine that Yin, because that's Trouble's real name, we'll see it as she'll imagine that this girl is a bit like her, you know, someone really high trained. Obviously, you know, she's not imagining it to be goddess, but she'll imagine it to be someone real high trained. So she'll have the same bored look on her face, and she's like, "What's it to you?" But you see in her body, like if you have sharp eyes, you can see in her body posture and everything that she's preparing to, you know, to fend off an attack if it comes.
And Farouk will add, how auspicious! Is this one to be a sacrifice or one of your blessed arms?
Yeah, and I think at that the girl she leans forward into Yin and just like smells her.
Okay,
Like-
Yin just jumps backwards. She didn't expect someone to sniff her.
Mhm.
I mean, attack that she can deal with, but smell?
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Yeah, totally.
These people are freaks. I don't want to get into.
So the girl like sits back on her heels and smiles her very frightening, creepy smile with her sharp teeth and says, I think I like this one. And then she skips off down the aisle and disappears behind a pillar, does not come back out the other side.
Yeah, so Trouble, you know,
Can I
just
go back? Can I walk out of the other side?
Yes, totally.
Okay, I do that.
okay.
But on the with the complication that you did not see Dania at all.
Mhm.
Didn't see her at all. Okay. You just happened to be walking that direction just after she goes. So totally that
Okay.
happens.
That is freaky.
Why,
Look,
hello there.
I don't know what you want of me. And she looks at Leah with a sharp look. But I'm here for my brother.
You do have a familiar look about you.
And what do you want with him?
I hear he's holed up with your freaks, and I'm here to take him home.
Oh. Well, we can't have that.
What did you say, Farouk?
We can't have that. You're welcome to stay, but Lan is an important part of the shroud. He cannot be simply sent home, especially to if you mean to take him back to Aruvia. There's nothing for him there.
She gives you a sly smile, and she says, "You're welcome to try and stop me."
Well,
I don't think it's going to go to that.
Yes. I think
Anyway,
that you're under a misapprehension. Please, would you like something to eat or drink?
I've eaten. Fine.
How does she look like?
She looks like basically Lan's like image. You can see that she's a bit younger, but she's got, you know, same dark hair except that hers is a little younger. And she's got the same amber skin color, and her look is the same kind of neutral, except that where Lens has something perpetually slightly annoyed. Hers is a bit bored.
Then when if she's that similar to him, when Farouk says, "Do you want something to drink?" or what he said, I'm just going to not stop, not just continue looking her in the eye and say, or kill.
That I could go for. Does it pay well?
And Farouk, when she says that I could go for, you hear Diania's voice. You alone hear Diania's voice and says, "Yes, I definitely like."
Well,
well, let's
yes.
let's say it pays as much as basically it depends on how well you do. You can just take your brother's cut while he's gone.
No, he's not here.
No,
That's
He's
disappointing.
out and about.
he went for a walk. One of Farouk's, treasure hunts.
Yes,
She shrugs. Well, if it depends on the quality of my work, then I guess that should work. Kind of this clear self confidence that she's gonna make it worth her own pay. So yeah, sure. I guess I could hang around for a little while my brother is out, and she rolls her eyes.
It is just eyeballing her and wondering if she's as good as her brother, she's going to be worth it, but she's not going to give a compliment.
Hmm.
in any case,
Yeah.
he should be back soon. I only sent him off to acquire some blood steam incense. It shouldn't take more than an hour or two, or maybe a day.
Or 6.
Right. By the way, I almost forgot. Because you guys took that turf, you have managed to tier up your hold. You can't get to the next tier because in order to do that, it costs you some hold as well. You have to go from firm hold to weak or from stronghold to firm. So you guys are still a tier 0 gang, but you have a firm hold here. Just so you know.
Cool.
Next time you fill up your rep tracker, then you're going to have the option of either having a stronghold but a very small gang, or tiering up and having a larger crew overall.
What does hold
But
give
less
us?
influence. It's how easy it is to knock you out of place. Basically, it's
It's our defense.
Exactly. So, yeah. You want to list the devil dog as your special pet?
I think that would be fun.